Hi y'all, it's your Star Goddess. I'm back. And yes, I want to talk about something. A lot of people have been asking me, okay, well, when you do certain work, when you read cards, when you do spell work, how do you keep up your energy? And do you ever feel fatigued? And do you ever feel drained? And yes, I have made mistakes before where I have done certain work and I've been drained. And ever since then, because I can't take that feeling. It really literally takes life force away from me, and I feel totally drained. So that is why I started practicing psychic vampirism, because I also I do a lot of work. I do a lot of readings. I do a lot of spell work for people, so I need my energy. And I also use crystals to store energy and to absorb energy from outside sources like the sun or the moon, or just, different environments. But I use many things to keep my energy up. I also drink coffee and tea. And before I do readings or before I do any type of spell work, I make sure that I eat, because this type of stuff will drain you, okay? And also copper, like wearing copper jewelry or having something copper on you, also is good for when you're doing energy work or spell work or readings, because it is a conductor of electricity. And also, your blood and your thoughts and your neurons fire, and it works on electricity. So this will just help you as well. Also, I used to take a product. It's like liquid Nano gold. It's like a water with little gold particles infused into it, and you drink it, and it also is a good conductor of electricity. So your neurons are going to fire faster, your blood's going to be good, and you're going to have more energy naturally from the gold. Okay. So yeah, and I just keep my energy up with all of those things. And a lot of people say, well, isn't being a psychic vampire evil? It's not evil, because everyone takes energy from other people, whether they know it or not. If you're leaving a troll comment, or you're in a troll battle online, that's stealing energy from people. Okay, when you're in a debate with someone, that's stealing energy from people. When you go to a large crowd and you just absorb all of their energies, and just feel all those vibrations and energies, and you're taking it into your self, that's taking energy. But it's being given as well. It's not being, um, concealed from you. It's everyone's giving their energy out, and people keep getting it back from other people. So it's like a cycle. So yes, and some people feed off of, like, if you were a celebrity and you were famous, you would feed off the crowd's energy who came to see you. If you are, in concert, that energy from that audience, you're receiving it, you're taking it in. That's why you see all those celebrities who are on stage, and they just have like this otherworldly energy. They keep dancing through the whole show. Of course, they have trainers and stuff, but that extra energy, when they come out on the stage, you can see it in their performance. So yes, I take my energy from any kind of source, but I don't take it from I don't take it from people that need it. I would just take it as, attention. I would take it as laughter, joke, trolling. Like if I'm out in the crowd, I would like observe people who are lively and rambunctious and, just out of control. I would take that kind of energy, because they're giving it. And that is another form of psychic vampirism. Okay, you ever seen those celebrity kids, or those weird celebrities that dress all wacky and crazy and do weird stuff and say weird stuff? That's another form of psychic vampirism, because it draws a lot of attention for being out of the ordinary. So you're going to get a lot of attention. So it's in the book it's in the book Vampire Magic. They tell you different ways to get energy and harness energy. You can do it sexually, you can do it environmentally, you can do it through elements, you can do it through crowds, you can do it by dressing crazy and walking around in a costume and just sucking up all that energy that you're getting. Y'all ever see those videos of people like on the New York subway, you know, acting crazy and singing? That's a form of getting energy, you know. So you can do this in all kind of ways. And like if you ever feel that you have too much energy, you take a crystal or an object or something and you push that extra energy into that object. Crystal is better because it holds a vibration. So you push that energy into whatever object or crystal. You can push it in anything, but I'm just saying I prefer crystals. And then you pick that crystal up when you need that extra energy, or you store it inside yourself. So either way, I like to keep crystals around my room, and I always feel energized. I used to be really tired all the time until I started doing this. Okay, and naturally I have low blood pressure because my blood type is an Rh negative blood type, and we naturally have lower temperatures and a lower blood pressure. So I need like copper, I need the gold, I need the crystals, I need to have energy because that's just what I need. So that's one technique. And also make sure that when you are doing spell work for other people, you also energize yourself before you do that. Even though it's not, you know, for you, you still need to energize yourself for other people's spell work, because you are giving your life energy away doing these things, working with spirits, working with dark energy, concentrating and using your visualization takes energy. Okay, so unless you know how to take, you know, energy from dark energy, you need to feed on like some bread or some carbs before you go into spell work or meditation and all that kind of stuff. I know some people say fast or starve, blah 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 blah, and you'll get all this insight, but you're also giving up your life force energy as well, and it ages you. Okay, this is one thing that they don't tell you. You get aged. Okay, you might see some of those people who fast and meditate and do this kind of stuff, but they don't look like you know, they're very vibrant. They need to feed off of at least energy, or they need to feed off of food before they go into these deep meditations, trances, energy works, all that kind of stuff, because they're using their own life force. And that's why they call it vampire, psychic vampire, because it retains your youth. It retains how you feel, how energetic you are. It takes stress away. You know, you're not as tired all the time, and then on top of that, you have to go to work, you have to deal with your kids, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to deal with like your own spirituality, other people, and all of this can be a burden to you unless you are getting energy from an outside source. Okay, so I always recommend not fasting, and that's just my personal preference because of my goals in magic. My goals in magic is to remain you know, with vital energies, and you can still do the same techniques and get the same results of a meditation without having to fast if you do it a different way. Because the way a lot of people say to meditate and to focus and to do this and that while they fast, that's one technique. But there's the dark energy technique, the dark matter technique, where you go out into, you know, source darkness energy and do it from there. With, you can eat, you can do whatever. Okay, because it's not a physical thing. you're elevating yourself spiritually onto another plane. It has nothing to do with your body because it's a visualization technique. Okay, food grounds you, yes, but your mind has to free you of your body, and that just makes you mentally stronger and spiritually stronger if you can separate your physical body from your spiritual body. You know, not eating is kind of like a crutch. It's like, oh, it's going to be easy because I'm not attached to my body because I'm so starving and hungry. You know, if you can eat a full meal, then go meditate and do what you got to do, that's strength. Okay, so we're not trying to take the easy way out. We're not trying to be, you know, sacrificing anything, because it's all about, you know, gaining abundance, attracting things that you want. You know, it's not about suffering. It's not about sacrifice. It's about attaining what you want. Now, if you like to suffer, and if you like to sacrifice, and if you like to put limits on yourself and say you can't do this without doing that, then that's fine. You know, everyone has something that keeps them focused, and if that's what keeps you focused, then that's fine. But a lot of people will move past that eventually. They're gonna be like, hey, I don't really have to suffer. I can do this naturally through visualization. So yeah, that's how I do my energy work. That's how I do my psychic vampirism. That's how I feel about fasting. That's how I feel about storing energy. And a lot of people will disagree because they're coming from a different perspective. And that's fine too, because everyone has a different perspective. We don't have the same perspective. You don't have the same perspective as the next person or the next person. We're all totally different perspectives. Now, if we agree on certain things, that's good, but we don't have to. You know, that doesn't make me an enemy. That doesn't make me wrong. It just makes me different. That's it. Okay. So yeah, I choose to do it that way because it works for me, and I know it works for a lot of other people too, but it's all mental. You have to get past certain things in your mind in order to accept certain things, in order to be able to do certain things with no limit, no fear, and get stuff that you want done. You know, if you're always asking permission and checking rules and seeing what's right or what's wrong, you're limited. Okay, that's why I always say, before you ask someone permission in something spiritual, ask yourself first, do you feel good doing this? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and do it. You know, it's all about how you feel. So remember that. Also, like, sometimes people will ask, oh, well, I'm a good person. I don't like doing these type of spells on people. Will you do it for me? But that's the same thing as you doing it because you asked me to do it. So you might think, because you believe in karma or something, or the threefold law, you might think you're escaping it by asking another person who practices magic to do this spell for you. You don't escape anything if you believe in it. Okay. And you're still, if you believe in karma or threefold law, you're still going to feel guilty about having the spell done eventually. So it really doesn't matter. It's just you save your money on supplies and your time and stuff like that, but the karma still is going to come back to you if you believe in it. The reason I can do it and not have to deal with karma is because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in threefold law. I don't believe in karma, and that's the reason I can do certain spells and other people shy away from them. But it's only because I know that karma is a choice, and it's, you know, it's not about religion, because it's spirituality. And as my spirituality, I'm an alchemist, and alchemists transmute karma, so there's no karma. Okay, so I will see y'all later. Thank y'all so much for watching, and subscribe, and also Again, I'm self-promoting myself. Check out my beauty channel. I'm going to link it below. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.